Hey you guys, Mads from Leaf Outdoors back at you with another video. Today I'll be building a small kit that you can put in your bag, in your vehicle, or just take with you if you're going outside. Today I'm at my homestead, so stay tuned. Let's go build the kit. So guys, welcome to my small man cave. It's a bit messy in here right now. I just spent the last week changing the roof on our homestead. It was leaking water. This is where I work out, this is where I build stuff, this is where I have all my power tools and stuff like that. But let's get on with the video. Today I brought a few different things that I'm going to build my kit around. As always, I'm a big fan of the Maxpedition pouches. This is the Fatty, and these are the mini. These are really great for storing and making small kits. So if you haven't tried these out, yeah, give it a go. At least that's my opinion. I really like these bags. You have a lot of storage compartments and way that you can organize your items. This will be some sort of a hybrid build, I would say. This will be a vehicle kit. This will also be a kit that I can take in my bag when I am outside. And this could also be a kit that I just have on my person when I'm commuting to work or stuff like that. So if I brought a backpack, which I always do, I could put this kit in. Yeah. So these Maxpedition minis aren't going to be used today, but I just brought them to show you yeah, different colors, and they have these belt loops you can use. I also always put these rubber bands on the sides so I can mount my tourniquet on the outside. Yeah. But today I'll be building the kit around this. This is a Maxpedition Fatty. This is can fit more items in this one. Let's just check out some of the gear that I brought today. As always, I like to build my kit around the 5 C's of survival. I like to build it around a cutting tool, some Combustion, some Cordage, a container, and in this instance, this is the cover. But I also like the principles of trees, and as you can see on the illustration that I put in now, that states that you can survive 3 minutes without air, 3 hours in harsh conditions without cover or shelter, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. So the kit will also be built around that. So this is what I said. This is a hybrid kit. This is not a go bag. This is not a vehicle kit. This is not an EDC kit. This is built around the concept of all these different kind of builds, and it will be suited my needs and where I live and what I do. I have a couple of Spyderco knives. This is the Delica, this is the Dragonfly in the H1 corrosion resistant steel. I use this when I dive and I go underwater hunting. Then I have my Victorinox multi-tool. This is a favorite of mine. And I have this Leatherman Juice S2. This is just a small multi-tool. I'll be taking the Leatherman today, and then I'll be taking the Spyderco Delica. This is a good sturdy knife. I have this small bag that fits this juice perfectly fine, and I'll be mounting this on the back side of the kit. That's the great part of having these this muller system, that you are able to put extra gear on the outside. So let's just get this like this. Perfect. Now I can put my Leatherman inside here. But I just want to show you this. This is a Leatherman tool adapter kit. This is great for having in your car, or if you're running your bike or bicycle or whatever you're doing to commute to work. If you had to fix something. This is a small toolkit adapter set with some different bits and a bit holder. But let me just show you how it works. You take the adapter. You can use it in like this or in a 90-degree angle, and also 45. Yeah. So you take your multi-tool, and this is usable on most multi-tools. Then you put your adapter down like this in the slot, and you close it up. So now you have a capable screwdriver that you can use with your bits like this. And this is great for small repairs and stuff. I have the Leatherman Surge too. It has its own built-in multi-tool adapter. But when I bring these smaller multi-tools, then I usually take this adapter with me. Yeah. So this will be going to the kit too. So the cutting tools will be the Leatherman, and it will be the Delica with the tool adapter set. I also have this Falkniven. This is a Sweden brand. They also make blades. And this is for sharpening your knives. So, let's push this up and open the bag out. Let's start with the first aid equipment. First aid equipment is something that are really nice to bring if you have a car accident or you get hurt. What I use most is aspirin, painkillers. If you have colleagues or friends or whatever that need painkillers, then you always have some with you. I usually put them in this small first aid. This is just a mint container, just like that. I have a spare battery for my flashlight. This will also go down in this kit. This is really nice to have these small bags around, because if you don't have, these batteries can drain themselves when they touch the metal in these small containers. So I just put it down there, and this is a tuck fit. Close it up, and then you have your painkillers and your spare batteries. And I usually use this for first aid equipment, so it's easy accessible. The tourniquet, you could put this outside, but I'm not going to do that today. Today I'm just putting it inside. But the rest of my first aid supplies I'll put inside the bag. This is some different stuff. This is compression bind. This is nice for wounds, attending small wounds. This is gauze. This can be used for a lot of things. You can use it to make a sling if you have broken your arms. You can use it to attend wound. You can pack to bone, which is a way of stopping a massive bleeding from an extremity, legs, arms, your groin or your armpits, or wherever you're bleeding a lot. This is really nice to pack that bone to stop the bleeding. And then you can tent with the outer dressing with this compressed bile. Then I have my Mylar rescue blanket. If you haven't seen what you can use this also in an outdoors bushcraft survival situation, then I have a link in the corner for a video. But this is usable for a lot of things. This is nice if you're starting to go into hypothermia or just freezing. This can be used as a shelter if it's raining. This has a lot of application. You can also use this for signaling. This is a great tool to have, and it's small and compact. So I'll put my first aid equipment down here. I brought this today. Some might say this is not necessary, but I like to bring it. This is my Bushbox Essential or Bushcraft Essential. This is a small stove. You can use a lot of different fuels in this, but this is a really nice kit. I've used this a lot, and this is really good if you have to cook. If you have to cook some food or purified water or whatever you need. This is a great kit. I'll just fit it down here. Like that. That's a perfect fit. It's a bit heavy, but for me that's no problem. For those of you who have seen my videos, you might know what this is. These are my Phoenix fireballs. This is cargo tape, and inside there is a cotton pad soaked in Vaseline. So this is really flammable. If you need it, you just pull these two and the cotton will be visible, and then you can just ignite it with your lighter. This is a great tinder. I also made these fire straws in another video. These are filled with highly flammable glue, and they are easy to ignite and they will burn for a long time. You can put it in the ground and just ignite it like a candle. I always bring a ferro rod. This is a big one. You can also use a small one. This is just the one I use. And then I have my lighter with some cargo tape wrapped around. This could also be used for first aid, for attending small wounds, and as a tinder. Yeah. I'll just put there. Then I have my flashlight. It's always great to have a flashlight. This is the Streamlight Microstream, an old one, but yeah, it works. Put this down here. Cordage. I always bring cordage. This is usable in so many ways. Making a shelter, securing gear. Yeah, you can use this for a lot of things. I bring this. This is just a small piece of metal twine, and you can use this for building snares. You can also use this as cordage if you didn't have anything else. But I've trained a lot building snares, so this is what I use it for. This is just an emergency whistle. It's nice to have, nice to bring. I like to bring small tools they can use, a bottle opener, and but what I use it for usually is just for my breakfast. If I haven't eaten at home, then I take this for work, and this is nice to have. I have kids, and yeah, even though I didn't have, I would still bring this. This is just 3 biscuits with chocolate, covered with chocolate, and some almonds. And this is great if your blood sugar is getting low. Then it's nice to have something to boost your morale or just to boost your energy level. So I always bring a small snack. So, the last part, handcuffs. I think we live in a fucked up world with a lot of dangerous people. So if I'm outside, I would like to be able to detain a person until the police arrives. So I usually have this in my car or in my bag at all times. A pair of handcuffs. I would say this is probably around 5 pounds, so 2.5 kilos in European metrics. So this is a nice small kit. It's a bit bigger than the usual small mini kits, but it also packs a punch. You have a lot of stuff in this one compared to the small ones. Yeah. Some of you might say, why would you need something you can cook on if you don't have any container? But I always bring this in my bag or in my car. I have my drinking bottle and I have my steel cup. So I'm able to boil water, prepare food or whatever I need. So guys, this was my take on a small, I like to call it hybrid bag. A go bag, a survival kit, a vertical kit or whatever you like to call it. This is just my interpretation of what I need, what I like to bring. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Leaf Outdoors signing out.